Israeli media are reporting Defense Minister Israel Katz has approved military plans to seize Gaza City despite the ongoing ceasefire efforts. At least 60,000 reserve soldiers have begun receiving call-up notices, according to Israeli media. But some security officials have expressed concern of a low reserve turnout, saying many soldiers are experiencing fatigue after nearly 2 years of war. Israel's plans would see the forced displacement of 1 million Palestinians from Gaza City to the south. Well, for more on this, we're joined by our correspondent, Rory Challands, who is here. Rory, first of all, what more do we know about the military plans that Israel Katz has talked about to seize Gaza City? Do we have any sort of timing at this point?
Well, from what we understand, going by what the Israeli media have been saying, this is not necessarily going to be a quick operation. Now, these plans have been submitted and approved to the Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz by the Israeli Chief of Staff, the Israeli Military Chief of Staff, Eyal Zamir. And it's basically going to be a phased operation. This is what the Israeli military media is being told. And it could be going through till February, because we understand that the reservist call-up is... The main bulk of it has already gone out or is going out today, but there is reporting that there's going to be a further call-up in November and then another one in February. And the plan, as we understand it, is that there's going to be an encircling movement around Gaza City and then pushing into the city itself. 60,000 reservists, we understand, are going to be called up. Now, that amounts to about 5 divisions in the Israeli army, with reservist battalions and brigades being called up as well. And of course, the huge question is, what does this mean for the 1 million people who are currently in Gaza City? The plan that the Israelis have is that they're going to be displaced southwards. But the reporting in the Israeli media is also saying that there is going to be some humanitarian provision for them. They say that there are 4 aid distribution sites at the moment. They are planning to increase that, and they're planning to increase the number of hospitals in the south as well to accommodate a huge influx of Palestinians from Gaza City, and of course a massive increase in their misery as well.
Indeed, 1 million people to deal with being squeezed further south. Can you just give us an idea of some of the reaction that we've had out of Israel to this plan? Because there was much concern before it was signed off by Katz from the captives' families, but others in the military as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we understand that Eyal Zamir, the Chief of Staff, was initially opposed to this plan as well. Well, he has now come up with his version of what that plan looks like, and it's been approved by the Israeli Defense Minister. So he seems to be at least on side at the moment. But around the world, of course, if you look at it, there's been huge condemnation. Within Israel, of course, we've heard from the families of the hostages, who they say they want an urgent meeting with the Chief of Staff to basically discuss how this new operation, which the Israeli military is going to be calling Gideon's Chariot B, after the first Gideon's Chariot, which has led to the occupation of 75% of the Strip so far, how that new operation is not going to lead to the deaths of the hostages. They say that there's this deal being talked about at the moment, and they want to see that being given the proper breathing space to reach a conclusion, not to go into Gaza City and perhaps force the death of the hostages. And, we've heard from around the world. We've heard from the governments of the UK, France, Germany, Canada, etc. The UN has been talking about it, saying that this operation should not go ahead. Germany has said that it's going to put something of an arms embargo on Israel, stopping any military supplies that might be going into Gaza itself. But of course, Donald Trump is still on side. Yeah. And that's the crucial thing for Israel at the moment.
Indeed. We'll have to leave it there. Thanks so much, Rory. We appreciate it. Rory Challands for us.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.